What is up, YouTube? Your boy HPJ here, and if I sound like I'm out of it, that is simply because my ass was just watching a Nintendo Direct and just recorded a 30-minute video from the Nintendo Direct. So I haven't bathed, I haven't showered. Oh boy, it's been a rough morning, a very hot morning too. Cause holy shit, welcome to the summer. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Loogamon. And if you guys didn't read my notes on Facebook or on Instagram, or on Twitter either, don't worry, no one does. But I'm giving you my last update for Loogamon because, well, BT17's not out yet. And I want to take advantage of this new build of Loogamon while I could because I like it. I like the concept that was behind it too, especially considering all the different colors that's already going to be that's already in Loogamon. Now there's going to be more coming thanks to BT17. So yeah, this is gonna be a really fun one, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty solid build that I've built for Loogamon. Where yeah, we're just gonna take advantage of things. So with that said, why don't we go ahead and we go into it? So that was AG and Luga and then Bao. So why don't we go into with the Digitama? I'm running 4 copies of BT14's Baomon for my Digitama. Actually, let's move this down just a bit, just so you guys can see this. I say we, like it's more than one person, but yeah. So alright, that's Baomon. Then moving on, we're gonna go into our rookies. So I'm running 4 copies of BT14's Loogamon with 4 copies of BT15's Loogamon, and then 2 copies of Structured Deck 14's Psycho Phascomon. I say Psychomon. Phascomon. Psychomon is a different Digimon, but yeah. So then we're moving to our champions. I'm running 3 copies, not 4, of Loogamon from BT14, and 3 copies of Loogamon from BT15, and then 3 copies of Tyrannomon from BT15. Alright, and then those are my champions. Okay, and then we're gonna move into our ultimates. Let me move the ultimates over here. So 3 copies of How Loogamon from BT14, 3 copies of Soul Loogamon from BT16, and then 3 copies of Soul Loogamon from BT14. Alright, and those are the ultimates. Then we move on into the Megas. I'm running 4 copies of, well, my only Mega in the deck, because I can't afford Death X Mons. Fenrir Loogamon from BT14. Alright. Then moving on into the option cards. Or do I want to do the Tamers first? I'll do the Tamers because it's a really small pool. 4 copies of AG from BT14, and then copies of Analog Youth from EX1. Alright, so that's it. Or Analog Boy. Well, in the games he's called Analog Boy. But I guess in this they want to call him Analog Youth. Alright, then for the option cards, we got 4 copies of everyone's favorite, your insert training here, and ours is the wisdom training. Then I'm running 2 copies of Miss Memory Boost. And spare the moment, ironically enough, the new card that I'm adding to this is Crimson Blaze in 4 copies. Also, because I have like 10 Crimson Blaze. Don't ask me why. But yeah, Crimson Blaze is being added to this. Don't worry, I'll explain the reason for everything shortly. So yeah, that's basically it for everything in the deck. So we go through it. So starting off with our Digitama are the 4 copies of Baomon. So Baomon, inheritable, is that when the card with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos is trashed from your hand, the Digimon may digivolve into that card. Because of the abilities a lot of the Digimon have in this deck, where they're discarding Dark Animal or they're discarding Sons of Chaos cards. Because this is more Sons of Chaos focus. I did take out, as you can see, the Cerberusmon. I took out the Dobermons and stuff like that. I'm going to focus on basically focusing on just being everything attached to Frank Loogamon himself. With the exception of Tyrannomon, but during his for obvious reasons that I'll get into once I get there. But yeah, Baomon is here just to help Digivolve into cards that are being discarded into the trash by effects. Then from there, and I swear I hope this sleeve is not ripping because I had to change my sleeves yesterday after discovering some of my sleeves were breaking. Alright, so we're going to start off with, flip this over, we're going to start off with the rookies. First off is Loogamon from BT14. So at the start of the turn, you can attach an AG from your trash to this Digimon as part of his evolution sources, and then gain 1 memory. It's inheritable of when you play a Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos cards, you gain a memory. Is in conjunction to a lot of the abilities of its ultimates and megas, where they start playing a lot of the Digimon that they're going to be trashing or in the trash. So you get to gain a memory from that. This Loogamon definitely comes into play a lot because it's able to get AG from the trash, and because a lot of cards are discarding or sending cards to the trash, Loogamon definitely helps out picking up AG, and you have a lot of ways to pick up Loogamon as well. Next up is Loogamon from BT15, and this is the dual-colored Loogamon, where you can digivolve it off of a 2-colored Digitama that has Sons of Chaos. When attacking, you can trash 1 card from your hand to delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 3 KDP or less. If this card has a Son of Anarchy's card Tamer in its trait, you can then draw a card, which is not too bad because it accentuates some draw power. And then its inheritable is at the end of the attack, if your opponent has 1 more memory, you gain 1 memory, so you get to memory choke your your opponent, as soon as possible with cards like this. Because a lot of the BT15 ones have a lot of those abilities to choke the memories, the opponent's memory, once you send it to them. Then we have Fascomon. So Fascomon, really purpose in here is just to be a blocker. You don't have to run Fascomon. I know some versions are running Loogamon, but I can't afford Loogamon, and I'm not going to be looking for Loogamon. So I wanted to keep it in the family of the Dark Animals or the Son of Chaos, and I decided to drop our boy Fascomon here, just to be a blocker. There is a Fascomon that has a on deletion draw 1 discard 1. But I just wanted to stick with Fascomon at this point, just because, well, I wanted a blocker, and why not have a blocker? Alright, so that's it for the rookies, or as many viewers say, the level 3s. I'm now going to move into my champions, / the level 4s. I'm going to talk about Loogamon from BT14. So, Loogamon from BT14 has the on attacking, by trashing 1 card, you get to draw 1. Then if AG is in your hand, in your evolution sources, you get to gain 1 memory. Then once a turn, once its inheritable is once a turn during your turn, when you play a Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos card, you get to gain 1 memory. So that's not too bad. It's more memory gaining during your turn. You get a ton of support just for playing your, Dark Animal-esque deck, which, like I said, this is what the purpose of the deck is. It's going to focus on Dark Animal, going to focus on Sons of Chaos. It's got its discard set up, it's got its hand set up. It's just setting up for everything that it needs to set up for. Alongside of that is Loogamon from BT15, who digivolves off of a Sons of Chaos card, with a cost of 2. On attacking when digivolving, you may trash 1 card from your hand to give this card plus 2 KDP for the turn. Then, if a Tamer with Sons of Chaos is in its traits, Dissolution sources, they get to draw 1 card. So that's the AG combo right there with this Loogamon. Then its inheritable is at the end of the attack. If your opponent has 1 or more memory, you gain 1 memory. So another memory choke-esque ability attached to a Loogamon that's going to be giving you the ability to discard to draw 1, which will then trigger the Balmon's ability to digivolve. And since it's not once per turn, the more cards you discard, the more chances you get to digivolve into your higher forms. The sad thing is that you're going to be digivolving into those Digimon with a higher cost to pay, as opposed to just digivolving on top of them and then using cards like your Wisdom Training to cut the memory cost for that. But yeah, that is the thing, and like I said, I don't mind playing these because of the fact that Loogamon into Loogarmon is just here to survive things and to keep things together, especially with hand correction and just drawing into your draw power. Moving on into the next one, and that is Tyrannomon from BT15, and this is our second blocker. So you can digivolve it off of a card with Sons of Chaos in its trait for a cost of 2. On play, you may reveal top 4 cards of your deck to add 1 Digimon with Sons of Chaos in its trait, as well as the Tamer among them to your hand, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. And then if you do add a card, you trash a card from your hand. So another one of those big cards that helps you trash things and get rid of things. And then you can even digivolve it into a card with Sons of Chaos too, because, well, it's Sons of Chaos in its trait. Slash, what is it? Dinosaur? Yeah, we're mainly playing it because it has Sons of Chaos in its trait. So, yeah. That's pretty much my lineup for my fours, my champs. Now we're going to move on into my ultimates, and of course my ultimates are in the frames of 2 Soul Loogamon and then 1 Howl Loogamon. I'm just going to put these guys on the board now because it'll save me the trouble. So Soul Loogamon from BT14, BT16, and then Howl Loogamon from BT14. I don't really care for the Howl Loogamon from BT16. Sorry, just wasn't feeling it, and I decided to take it out. Now, what's the repetition here for everything? Well, how Loogamon is just basically going to destroy itself to go get you a Loogamon from trash and draw you cards from that as well. Then, by discarding Sons of Chaos cards from your hand as well as a Dark Animal, you can then destroy a Digimon on your opponent's side of the field. And increase the level based on the number of cards that you're discarding with the Sons of Chaos or Dark Animal traits. So you can pop bigger cards if you need to, and then be able to trigger off your analog boys thanks to your Howl Loogamon's ability, which will allow you to, do stuff with the breeding area, which I'll talk about when I get to, Analog Boy or Analog Youth. But yeah, this is a stable 1900 beater that you can, get some benefits from. Soul Loogamon, however, let's talk about these two boys. So we're going to talk about the one from BT14. Beyond Digivolve, you may play a level 3 or lower Dark Animal Sons of Chaos card from your trash. But if AG is in the Digivolution sources, you get to increase that level, which is good because then you can play your Dark Tyrannomons or your Lugarmons from this ability. Then, when attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand to gain 1 memory. So that triggers off things there, and then in turns you get to go into your Fenrir Loogamon if you need to. Its inheritable is when a card played with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos in its trait, you may unsuspend this Digimon, so that'll help unsuspend Fenrir Loogamon when he's attacking. Or has already attacked while he was digivolving from Soul Loogarmon. Now, Soul Loogarmon over here from BT 16 and digivolve off of a level 4 for 3 cost. When digivolving, you can trash 2 cards from your hand to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with CK, DP, or less. This effect doesn't delete someone. You can play a level 4 Sons of Chaos traded Digimon from your trash without paying the memory cost. So you either get to get someone from the trash or you get to blow up a Digimon. And with the range of things, you can possibly do one or the other and not, have any negatives to that. Which is good because that, you get a Digimon for free and that triggers abilities, or you get to destroy someone and get rid of a threat that's on the board. While I'm not too much fan of the, single target abilities, and most things can bypass that, it's a decent enough effect to run, and it's also a really good setup effect as well. So you can go into other Digimon that you need. Then its alternate effects is that when one of your other Sons of Chaos traded Digimon would be deleted, this Digimon with the Sons of Chaos Tamer in its evolution sources may digivolve into Fenrir Loogamon from the trash without paying its memory cost. So so basically, if someone gets destroyed with Sons of Chaos, you can go into Fenrir Loogamon with ease, and that just speeds up the process there in case you had to discard Fenrir Loogamon off an ability, or Fenrir Loogamon was in the security and he ended up in the trash. So yeah, definite benefits to becoming Fenrir Loogamon and easier processes to that. Then its ability. Its inheritable is at the end of the attack. If your opponent has 1 or more memory, you may unsuspend this Digimon. Remember, there is the cap with Fenrir Loogamon that still triggers off this ability. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into Finger Loogamon because I've already talked about these guys long enough. And now we get on into the boss monster of the deck, and that is Finger Loogamon himself. So this big boy comes into play when digivolving. You may play one level 4 or lower Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos traded Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. However, if AG is in the evolution sources, you can play 2 of those Digimon instead of 1. When attacking, once a turn, you may delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. Then, for each Digimon that was deleted, you may add each Digimon you control, you may add up to 1 level to that. So you can pop higher level cards in the process. Then during your turn, if the conditions of the turn do not change until your opponent has 3 or more memory, so you get to juggle around your turn a bit more. And with the inheritables that Finger Loogamon gets from the Soul Loogamons, the Lugarmons, and the Loogamons, your opponent may not see a turn. And with all the suspending, unsuspending abilities, yeah, Loogamon is definitely going to be enjoying as much of the chaos as he can create. Let's get it? Chaos. Sons of Chaos. Alright. So, yeah, no level 7s, because A, I can't afford them, and B, they're very expensive. And I don't really have much recommendation. I think Loogamon is fine with or without them, in my personal opinion. So now we're going to move on to the 2 tamers, and we have AG from BT14, and of course Analog Youth from EX1. Analog Youth is basically here just because you get the benefits of your Digimon being destroyed by an effect that's 5 or higher. You get to suspend him to not only what is it? Gain a memory, but you get to hatch a Digitama, so you can at least play around with your Digitama if you need to. The other benefit to this Digimon, to this tamer, is the ability to reveal the top cards of your deck to then add a Digimon to your hand and then place the others in your trash, which will then trigger off abilities are set up for Digivolution for your Loogamon line. Then we have AG himself, because you cannot play Loogamon without AG. AG is awesome. AG has Mind Link, where he can attach himself to either Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos traded Digimon. At the start of your main phase, if your opponent controls a Digimon, which is always the thing, you're going to gain a memory. And when he's the inheritable of a Digimon, he gives that Digimon both Alliance and Blocker. And for those who don't know what Alliance is basically spending one of your other Digimon to give its DP to the Digimon that's attacking. And plus 1 security attack. It's a pretty good effect, I'm not gonna lie. That's how Loogamon decks tend to win the game, by trying to break as many shields as they possibly can with the suspending and unsuspending abilities. And AG just helps out with that once you start attacking on the Alliance. The only thing this deck really does struggle with is a memory setter, but apparently in BT17 that's going to change because it's going to have a memory setter. Or if you look at some of the Sons of Chaos cards in BT16, you can play around with those and then still get the benefit from that too. Especially if you just want a tamer that sets a memory, because I think there's like 4 Sons of Chaos, or 3 different Sons of Chaos tamers. I want to say it's 3 or 4. But you can easily take advantage of them because they all have Sons of Chaos in their traits, so, and they have Mind Link, so yeah, you can really take advantage of those if you want to. I know one of them is being played in another version of Loogamon, so yeah, that is the thing there. Alright, then we're going to move on to our option cards, which will round up the video. Crimson Blaze is one that I know a lot of people are going to be asking me, why is that here? Crimson Blaze is here because I at least do run the red color, and with the lack of AoE removal, I think that's why some people are playing it, because I have seen it in some deck lists. You can play it while you have the red Loogamon, Lugarmon, or Soul Loogamon in play. It's just basically something you should do before you swing at your opponent. If your opponent has enough cards, you can reduce the cost of this by 1. So if they have a massive board, you know, of Digimon who have 6k DP or less, this will just really help you out there, so you can play it for less cost. And just, you know, get rid of things, because why not? Just why not? That is I mean, that's what it's for, right? That's what it's for. It's to help you AoE removal. Miss Memory Boost to trash cards from your deck and then draw into them. It sets up the trash for your Lugamon's abilities. And then you can pop it for 2 memory. So, yeah. Then Wisdom Training. Everyone loves a Wisdom Training. Reveal top 2 cards of your deck to add a purple card among them to your hand. Place the other one at the bottom of your deck. Place it in the battle area. And then you can pop this card to reduce the cost of your next Digimon, the Digimon into a purple Digimon, for 2. So yeah, reduce that cost and play and get that stuff ready. Get ready to start digivolving. Everyone loves their training cards, whether it's the purple, the red, the blue, the green. They all just really help out extremely well and just speeds up the things. It's kind of like, remember how memory boost cards were. It's basically what the training cards are at this point. And yeah, really really like it. Honestly, it's a must have at 4. I definitely play just to help out with those things. So all right, that's pretty much it. I don't have really too much else to say. Like I said, this is the build that I'm playing for my deck. I'm really just investing in this for right now, and then once the international versions of BT17 comes out, I'll just go ahead get those cards and just enjoy what fruits of the labor are. So with that said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps me out tremendously. I'm extremely tired, so I'm going to try to wrap up as fast as I possibly can. Social media links are in the description box below. And with that said and done, thanks everyone for watching. HPJ, signing out. Take care.